Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Detroit Pistons. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, with David Aldridge joining us on the sidelines. Now here we are, Clark, at the halfway point of the regular season. How much do you look forward to All-Star Weekend?
You know, Kevin, it's special, and I do enjoy it, seeing all of our top players and the game itself celebrated in such a cool way. Certainly a special weekend for everybody.
Now here's Thomas over Paxson. The rebound by Grant. Jordan with the ball. Shoots over Dumars. The shot's good from Jordan. Jordan's got the first points of the night for the Bulls.
The mid-range is more or less wide open for Jordan. It's a go-to scoring area for him.
Thomas against Paxson. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Over Paxson. Thomas gets the bucket.
Boy, Thomas getting exactly what he wanted there. That's a high percentage look for him. Really nice looking stroke.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Jordan. Rebound by the Pistons.
And even though that one didn't go down, that's really good shot selection.
This is what the coaches are encouraging, even when these type of shots don't fall.
Now, here is Dumars. Last time, 14 points for him. Dumars against Jordan. Shoots over Dumars. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got his second bucket.
It's all about working the angles. He sees where the defense is weak and exploits it.
Rodman sets a screen. Thomas passes to Rodman. Down low. Dumars against Jordan. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Paxson outside. Pass to Pippen. Jordan down low. Covered by Dumars. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside Thomas. Throws it up high. It's picked off. And here we go. Fast break. Jordan's got it. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got 6.
Jordan doing a nice job leaking out slyly. Excellent in transition.
Lambeer with a screen on Paxson. Thomas passes to Dumars. Jordan with some nice D.
That was tough to watch. He takes it all the way to the cup and just can't finish the job.
Inside, Grant. Rodman grabs the rebound.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
The drive by Dumars is so quick. The defense tries to react in time, but they wind up fouling him.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. That free throw, no good.
While he mostly plays the 2, Joe Dumars can also slide over to the 1. Such a versatile guard.
Good on the second free throw. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Minnesota.
And how about the reserves showing up and giving the starters extra support? I was really impressed by that.
Well, we talk about the importance of depth often. They exemplified how crucial having this is during that last game.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Almost got there in time, but waited just a little too long.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And here is Thomas. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
And his playmaking was phenomenal, directing their offense with his court vision.
And Grant sends it back.
Great defense from the big man there. Grant positioning himself perfectly to get the block.
And that one is good.
It's simple. You got to get a body into your man. Box out if you want to rebound the ball.
Defensive rebounding is about effort, trying, being willing to put a body on someone.
Now here's Jordan. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. Can't hit the free throw line jump.
He'd like that one back. That's normally a shot he makes.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And you want to talk about winning recipes? These guys have it. 21 wins in a row. That's right, 21.
This team, I tell you, is doing a heck of a job actually putting their name against some of the best names in the NBA's history when you talk about winning streaks. I mean, these kinds of streaks did not happen often, and there's a lot going right for this group right now.
Now here's Jordan. Dennis Rodman missing his last shot, and he gets it to go. Jordan's got 8.
One of the many things Jordan does well. Keep his body under control.
Here's Dumars. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Top of the key. The rebound by Cartwright. Chicago leading by 5. Jordan in the corner. Shoots over Dumars. Jordan with the bucket. 10 points for him.
Getting plenty of lift on that jumper. Michael Jordan, a premier shooter.
Thomas passes to Rodman. And here's Lambier. Left side Thomas. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Thomas got his second basket of the night.
Well, you want the ball in his hands. A real good offensive player.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Jordan on the wing. And he drives in.
Making the defense compromise right there. Once Jordan gets into the lane, defenses become a little sketchy. Actually, they get pretty nervous.
The Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
We all know about Michael's offensive prowess, okay? But he's incredible defensively as well. He works hard at that end, and that's rare for a star.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Williams, he's checked in for Cartwright. Livingston comes in for Grant. Reed, he's checked in for Pippen. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Paxson. He hits the second from the line. Pistons trail by 6. It's Dumars on the wing. He's covered by Armstrong. Outside Thomas. Lambier screen. It's deflected.
Tons of reach from Livingston. Stuffed the shot there.
A drive by Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
And he can do that.
He's a high flyer, isn't he?
That elevator goes all the way to the top.
Lambier with a screen on Jordan. Driving the lane. Thomas, no luck. Thomas with the steal. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Chicago leading by 8. Now Armstrong. Outside, Jordan. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Offensively, Clark, things have sort of fallen apart for him.
And they need to recover as soon as possible.
Now, here is Dumars. Pass to Aguirre. Over Jordan. And the shot goes in from Aguirre.
This is what Aguirre is out here to do. He looks to shoot and shoot often.
The Bulls have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Jordan against Thomas. Jordan is double. Over Thomas. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Rodman's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Aguirre kicks to Dumars. High post Lambier. From 17 feet out. Rodman dishes to Lambier. Pass to Aguirre. Shoots a fader. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
Look at the touch on Aguirre's shot. He knows just how to adjust his power.
The Bulls leading by 4. Chicago calls timeout. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
You talk about an impressive road dub. They were fantastic in a very tough environment.
And that shows how mentally tough this group can be. Took the crowd out of it and delivered a well-earned win.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Sally, he's checked in for Lambier. Sellers comes in for Rodman. Walker's checked in for Aguirre. And Thomas subbed in for Joe Dumars. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They lead by 4. Jordan outside. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Firing on all cylinders right now. Jordan is showing no mercy and getting any shot he wants.
Pass to Walker. Here's Sellers. Here's Sally. He's guarded by Williams. The jump hook. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Up top, Jordan, guarded by Walker, and they double up Jordan. Here's Armstrong, knocks down the 3-ball. And it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
Armstrong can put it in the basket. Shows you the quickness that time.
Outside Thomas. The Pistons shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. first one falls.
You know, Thomas plays the game with such an edge and attitude and great confidence, and I think that gives him an edge out there on the court. He's always willing to go the extra mile.
Good on both. .29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jordan kicks to Reed. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Williams, and he banks in the layup. And the Bulls lead by 9.
That time just dismissing the coverage. Williams staying strong and gets a good look in the paint.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You know, I admit there is a little bit of a gray area when it comes to setting screens, but that one was pretty clear cut to me.
Yeah, gotta have your feet set. He didn't. Easy call for the officials.
9 seconds left in the first. Armstrong kicks to Reed. And here's Jordan outside. No good on that one. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's Chicago. They're up by 9. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What stood out to me in that first quarter was their saran wrap defense.
Yeah, they've got terrific focus on that end, making the effort to close out on shooters and stifle the offense.
A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Armstrong against Thomas. Now here's Walker. Defense right on him. Outside Thomas. Shot clock at 5. Driving in. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Williams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Reed with it. Williams sets a screen for Reed. Pass to Armstrong. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. And he makes that one. Jordan's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls. Over the last 12 seasons, Clark, the Lakers have made 9 finals. 9 of them. Will L.A. continue to dominate the West, do you think?
Kevin, I don't think so. I mean, that is a phenomenal run, what the Lakers have put forth. But you start looking at the roster, guys like Worthy, Magic, Byron Scott are in their 30s, and they're not getting younger. And you factor in the rest of the West has improved as well. It'll be tough for the Lakers to stay on top. I don't think there was any question about that being a foul.
Yeah, no debate here. We could clearly see the contact.
And the first one at the line is good. Chicago making some changes. Cartwright's checked in for Williams. Pippen comes in for Reed. And Hobson's subbed in for Jordan. And both free throws good for Thomas. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Hobson. Outside Pippen. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Boy, Pippen showing you some passing right there with that nice finish.
Here's Thomas. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Thomas got his 3rd basket of the night.
getting it done inside. I love how opportunistic he is on offense.
Pass to Cartwright. And the jam by Bill Cartwright.
And you know, Cartwright is just a little north of 7 feet tall, so once he gets great positioning, he's looking to throw it down.
Here's Sally. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Armstrong. And the shot is good. The Chicago lead has been cut down to 9 in the bucket from Thomas.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Cartwright against Sally. Cartwright inside. Rebound, Detroit. Outside Thomas. Thomas up top. Releases. The rebound by Cartwright. Cartwright's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Thomas against Armstrong. Over Thomas. And it's Armstrong missing. Pistons trail by 9. Walker surveying the floor. Out to the right wing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Thomas, no luck. For Chicago, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. To the left side wing. Pass to Pippen. Armstrong kicks to Pippen. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Pippen's got his second bucket of the night.
You can count on Pippen to get shots to fall now. He's a very reliable offensive option.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
They've literally been giving points away inside. I know Coach has something to say about that.
And you have to address situations like this right away, or it's just going to keep happening to you.
Bill Lambert's checked in for Detroit. Aguirre comes in for Walker. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Chicago. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Detroit. They have a lot of ground to make up. Here's Thomas. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
You think Isiah Thomas, you think assists, passing, but when Zeke needs to, he can take over a game with his scoring.
And the Pistons making a change here. Walker's checked in. Here's Thomas. And that one comes up a bit short. Here's Hobson. Still yet to score. So for the Pistons, Rodman comes in for Sally. And it's Dumars in for Walker. Pistons trail by 9. And here is Thomas. He's got 12. A floater. The kick out to Dumars. Shoots the 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Rodman, and then Rodman with the dunk.
Well, we've seen Rodman do that often, going up, getting that board, and getting the putback. Exactly what you want from him inside.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Outside, Aguirre. Rodman in the post. The kick out to Dumars. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. That'll be a 5-second call. Here's Thomas. Good, and it's Lambier with the assist that time. Lambier's got 3 assists tonight. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Here's Dumars. And that's off the glass and in. Now it's just a 3-point Bulls lead.
Great use of the mid-range. Joe Dumars pouring in 2.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Outside Thomas. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Thomas got 17.
And typically Thomas doesn't take the 3. But when he sinks one, it helps open up the offense.
That'll be a 5-second call. Walker's checked in for Isiah Thomas. Here's Dumars, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
Excelling in the catch and fire. Dumars is always ready for the pass.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Outside, Rodman. Dumars against Armstrong. Dumars, the pass to Aguirre. Back to Dumars. Pistons passing it around. Aguirre, no good.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity gone awry.
Now Cartwright. Sally, he's checked in for Detroit. And here's Detroit. They're on a 19-6 run. Sally with a screen on Armstrong. Pass to Aguirre. Rebounded by Hobson. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 19-6 run. Dumars the pass to Rodman. Dumars against Armstrong. Pass to Lambier. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Cartwright with it. The Pistons leading. Now, here is Aguirre. An 11-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Dumars. That's in there. Coming off the assist from Aguirre. Dumars got 6 points in the quarter.
Dumars fully understands his role in this offense, including what shots to take.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Shot from the wing. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Cartwright's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Detroit leading by 4. Outside Dumars.
You know, even with the defense right in his path, Aguirre stayed strong and earned himself a trip to the line.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pistons.
They've been in rhythm from the in-between area, just keeping things simple and taking what the D gives them.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
First free throw is good.
You know, Mark Aguirre does really just about everything you would ask of him on the floor. Not much that he can't do.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Here's Cartwright. Detroit leading by 5.
Yo, match up with Joe.
Outside Dumars. Pass to Lambier. Back to Dumars. Clock at 6. Now here is Aguirre. Detroit, no good that time either.
He is not missing too many of those. Count on it.
Defensively, that's not the game plan. But sometimes you get lucky.
Here's Armstrong. Off the run, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
I like seeing Livingston go up strong inside, earning the call as a result.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
What you get from Livingston is nonstop hustle, even against tough opposition. He's always working to make an impact on the game.
Chicago making a switch here. Hodges checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Dumars. He's got 7. 1:03 left in the first half, and the shot goes in from Aguirre.
And when you're guarding him, you've got to fight over the top.
Lock and trail around the screen and deny the perimeter shot.
And here's Pippen. He had 22 points in the win against Charlotte. Puts it up from 12, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Pippen's got 6 here in this quarter.
Boy, he was locked in on that shot. The defense right in his face, but Pippen still able to knock it down.
Pass to Aguirre. Rodman in the post. Pippen on him. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here is Aguirre. The second chance effort. The kick out to Dumars. Sally with a screen on Hodges. Tries yet again. And then Sally with the dunk.
He is going to work down there. Gets the follow-up slam as a result.
Clark, you know, his effort on the boards tonight has been electrifying.
Superb.
And he's the difference in the game right now. Hustle plays like that one are a huge boost for his team.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Isiah Thomas having a dominant impact in this game.
You know, we often talk about guys who can shoulder the scoring load. He's been relentless.
Yeah, great effort, and mentally he's a step ahead.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bulls trail by 5. Pass to Jordan. Over Dumars. Jordan with the bucket. Jordan's got 19 points.
Once Jordan gets inside with the rock, it's practically all over. He's that consistent at close range.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Michael Jordan.
And this guy simply just wants to win and will do anything he can to do this.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And he can't hit the second. Bulls trail by 4. Hodges the pass to Purdue. Michael Jordan on the wing. Aguirre covering. With the fadeaway. Bill Lambier with the rebound. Pass to Thomas. And now the fast break. Thomas with the ball. And Chicago shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Here is Hodges. Nothing on the board. It's Jordan, top of the key. Count that one.
Zero hesitation. Jordan showing complete confidence in his shooting ability.
Pistons shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Hodges against Thomas. And the jam by Dennis Rodman.
And how about Rodman taking flight? Showing how dangerous he can be on alley-oops.
And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. The 8-footer. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him. Jordan's got 6 in the quarter.
His hot streak continues.
Night after night, making his presence felt offensively.
Thomas against Hodges. Thomas dishes to Lambier. And then Lambier with the dunk.
Perfect execution in the pick and roll by Thomas. A top-notch decision maker.
Bulls trail by 4. Grant outside. Pass to Hodges. Now here's Reed. Aguirre covering. Reed misses. For Detroit, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And here's Dumars. The rebound by Grant. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Michael Jordan on the wing. Aguirre covering. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Michael Jordan.
How do you defend the pick and roll when it's MJ running it? No, seriously, I'm asking how.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Williams is checked in for Chicago. Paxson comes in for Hodges. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Paxson against Thomas. Lambier with a screen on Paxson. Thomas. And Grant sends it back. And they're able to recover. To the paint. Second chance shot. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Seems like Rodman is always right there when there's a loose ball. He's ready to finish with strength.
Jordan against Dumars. The fader. Jordan's shot is off. Pistons leading by 4. Outside Dumars. That's to Lambier. Good, and it's Dumars picking up the assist. Dumars got 3 assists in the game. The Bulls have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Now, here's Reed. Michael Jordan on the wing, covered by Dumars. Fade away, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Jordan's got 10 points in just the second half. Thomas against Paxson. Lambier passes to Aguirre. Here's Dumars, and it's blocked by Jordan.
With defensive prowess and nearly a 7-foot wingspan, it's a lot harder to get a clean look on Jordan than most guys.
And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Such great timing, defensive awareness, too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
Scottie Pippen's checked in for Reed. And Detroit with a change here, too. Sally's checked in. Six on the shot clock. Thomas down low, guarded by Paxson. They get it back. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
whether starting or coming off the bench, Sally stars in his role, understands what's expected of him, and pretty much always plays to his strengths.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Detroit.
Well, you know, their offensive rebounding throughout this one has been clutch, timely. I mean, it's kept the ball out of the enemy's hands and gotten them lots of second chance points. That's a winning recipe.
Another area where they've been productive is off of turnovers, scoring many times after forcing the ball out of their opponent's hands.
And he sinks the second. Bulls trail by 5. Now Paxson. Scoreless thus far. Williams finds Jordan. Another shot. And Williams with the layup.
There's that rebounding that Scott Williams is known for. I love seeing him go after the offensive glass like that.
Thomas against Paxson. And Thomas, here we go. Chalk up 2 there. Thomas got 20 points.
Look, it's been this way for him all night. Points have come in bunches and easy.
Paxson with the ball. Outside, Jordan. Shoots over Dumars. Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Michael Jordan.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Kings checked in for the Bulls. Here's Thomas. 20 points for him. Fires from 18. That one falls. Thomas got 22 points. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. With some arc. That shot, no good. Pistons leading by 5. King with the steal. Pass to Paxson. Right side, Jordan. And the layup is good. Jordan's got 14 points now in the second half.
That's an excellent move inside, keeping pace here.
Thomas against Paxson. Thomas passes to Sally. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Paxson against Thomas. 5 on the clock. And it's Paxson with the rebound. Bulls trail by 3. Pippen kicks to Jordan. The jump hook. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Jordan's got 33. For Detroit, they've gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Paxson against Thomas. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, you can't be overly aggressive when you're defending Thomas because he's very good at drawing fouls.
The Pistons have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far.
shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Chicago making some changes. Livingston comes in for Grant, and Hobson's subbed in for Michael Jordan. Sellers checked in for Detroit. Thomas comes in for Aguirre. And both free throws good for Thomas. Here's Pippen. He has 6. Pass to Livingston. King against Sally. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Physical move by King in the paint, taking it to the defense and getting the whistle.
The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
Filling the role of a traditional center, King is a competent rebounder and defender, plus he is sturdy.
The Pistons making a change here. Walker's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Pistons leading. Thomas passes to Sellers.
That was an easy call on that shot.
Refs will call that one 10 out of 10 times.
Pistons have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. Bulls trail by 4. Now here's Pippen. He has 6. Livingston the pass to Hobson. Paxson outside. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Detroit with the rebound.
And I'm sure he's surprised that one didn't go down.
Well, he's not going to make every shot, but you expect him to make these.
Saw that angle to the basket and knew exactly what to do in transition.
When he has a lane like that to the rim, you know he's looking to finish the break.
Thomas against Pippen. Pippen is doubled. Here's Hobson. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen.
Well, Pippen has an excellent sense for how the play is unfolding and doesn't have much trouble finding those open shooters.
Dumars against Paxson. Pass to Sally. Doesn't go that time. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. 44 seconds left to play in the third. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Dumars. It's Thomas on the wing. Guarded by Paxson. Thomas passes to Sally. Rebounded by Hobson. Bulls trail by 3. To the inside. It's rebounded by Dumars. He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Dumars. And Dumars drops them both. There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. Hobson passes to Livingston. Paxson with the ball. Pippen down low. That one falls, coming off of Paxson's feed.
The defense getting hung up on the pick there. They've got to get over it.
And every time they don't, they're just allowing the shooter to find the jumper.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. The Pistons on top, up by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Paxson against Thomas. Here's the screen. Driving to the basket. King with the steal. Pippen the pass to Hobson. And there it is for him. Hobson's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Chicago.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Thomas against Paxson. It's tipped. Pass to King. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. It's Thomas on the wing. Defended by Pippen.
What a boost a finish like that can be.
Woo.
Wow.
Rocking the rim, making him pay, and smiling back the other way.
He had a bit of room and wanted to send a message in this close game.
Pippen misses. Pistons leading by 3. And it's Walker penetrating. Sally against King. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And stolen by Jordan. And it's in there. Jordan's got 18 points just in the second half.
Relentless. You make contact with Jordan, it doesn't affect him at all.
Walker against Jordan. Pass to Sally. And here is Thomas. Here's Sellers. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Grant. The Bulls call timeout.
There is no excuse for them to be giving the ball up as much as they have been. Hopefully, they can get on the same page during this timeout.
Aguaya's checked in for Walker. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I heard Phil Jackson as he talked with the team. He said they've played well in certain areas, but the lack of detail to the defensive boards has allowed their opponent too many second-chance opportunities. And that, he said, is the difference in this game. They have to get busy on the glass, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Jordan kicks to Reed. Here's Armstrong. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Bulls lead by 2.
A strong shooter from distance. Armstrong unafraid to fire away.
Outside Thomas. Pass to Aguaya. Looking to get back on track here. And that's 2 points on the layup. Aguia's got it all tied up now for Detroit.
He certainly is not the tallest forward in the league, but Aguirre carves out space in there, knows how to use that ample lower body, and he's highly skilled.
Jordan deciding where to go with it over Thomas. Another one falls for Chicago.
That's exactly the shot they're looking for. That's the one they wanted. Get it into his hands and let him do his thing.
You have to lean on your guys in close games like this. The NBA is a stars league.
Pass to Aguirre. Goes back up. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Cartwright's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Here's Grant. Can't get it to fall. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Pistons. The rebound by Cartwright. Cartwright's got 11 rebounds in the game. And here's Armstrong. In the corner, it's Jordan. Pass to Armstrong. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist by Cartwright. Jordan's got 39.
And he has been dialed in since the tip with his shot. Great output from him so far.
Thomas passes to Aguirre. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Horace Grant.
Hey, sometimes you just got to take a foul. That's the best way to protect the basket.
Yep, better to send him to the line than allow an easy layup.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Aguirre. For the Pistons, Lambeer's checked in for Sellers. And it's Dumars in for Thomas. So he gets them both. Chicago's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Jordan against Dumars. Jordan left side. Good. Jordan's got 41.
Well, that time he got the defense off balance with the well-timed pump fake. Nice work.
Thomas against Armstrong. Thomas passes to Sally. And then Sally with the dunk.
Saw the lane open up, and he led his man perfectly with the pass.
The Bulls leading. The Bulls call timeout. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Williams, he's checked in for Cartwright. Livingston comes in for Horace Grant. Scottie Pippen's checked in for Reed. And Hobson's subbed in for Jordan. Rodman, he's checked in for Detroit. Pippen outside. Williams trying to break free. Tries again. Rodman with the defensive effort. The Pistons trailing. Going inside. Here's Dumars. No good. That would have tied it.
He just can't seem to get anything to go. He's in a bit of a rut.
He's got to simplify things on offense. Concentrate on getting quality looks and not settling for bad shots.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They fed the post all game long, and it's really paid off. Dominating attack from that part of the floor in this one.
And they've been letting it rain from the mid-range. A throwback approach that's really working well for them in this one.
He misses the free throw.
I think what you most appreciate about Pippen, at least I do, is his versatility. I mean, he scores it, he rebounds, he passes, and he defends at a really high level.
And he's good on the second. Pistons trail by 3. Right side Thomas. Pick off in midair. Here is Armstrong. Pass to Williams. Back to Pippen. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And now that's 11 points here for Scottie Pippen. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Pistons. Right side Dumars on the wing. And dead on that time. Beautiful shot.
And Thomas doing what a point guard does, setting the tone and pace for his team.
Bulls leading by 3. Outside Pippen. Pass to Williams. Here's Hobson. 6 to shoot. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Great find by Williams that time. Always nice to get some playmaking out of your front court.
Pistons trail by 5. It's Thomas on the wing. He's covered by Armstrong. Lambeer screen. Here's Thomas, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Using his quickness on the interior. That's Thomas's advantage.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. And he ends up missing both free throws. The Bulls leading by 5. Now Armstrong. Pass to Pippen. Shoots over Rodman. Another one falls for Chicago.
A true scorer. Pippen making all kinds of shots out there.
Rodman sets a screen. Dumars the pass to Aguirre. Rodman dishes to Thomas. The shot's good. Rodman making the play. Thomas got 26.
Isiah Thomas, not a guy to back down from the moment. Great competitive spirit and able to produce in the clutch.
Pippen with it. Pass to Livingston. And here is Williams. Defended by Rodman. Down low. Tries from 10. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Nice shot off the catch there. Pippen shows you a little bit of everything every night.
Outside Dumars. Now here is Aguirre. To the paint. Lambeer down low. He's against Williams. Lambeer's shot is off. The Bulls call timeout.
I think it's pretty clear Coach wants to change some things. How easy is that to do in a huddle?
If you have an experienced team, that really helps.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Cartwright's checked in for Williams. Grant comes in for Livingston. Jordan's checked in for Hobson. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. 1:36 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Jordan. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
He was just a bit out of position on the screen. He tried to make up for it, but he got caught.
Always a tricky play to call. But the refs were right on it.
Pistons trail by 7. He takes it in. Here's Thomas. That's another rebound. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 21 rebounds. Jordan against Dumars. 8 feet away. They get it back. Outside for Jordan. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup. Jordan's got 43 points.
Down the stretch, when you need buckets, go to the guy who's gotten you this far.
Yeah, he's been relentless.
Timeout, Pistons. .52 seconds left in the fourth. Dumars, the pass to Rodman from about 19 feet. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Now here's Pippen. Jordan on the wing. Rodman with the defensive effort.
Well, there's still a little time on the clock, but I think this one's a wrap.
A few possessions I'm sure they'll review on film. Might have changed the course of this game.
15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They pull out a tough one, Mike. They were able to maintain the lead and get the win.
And putting teams away like that at home, that's what talented teams do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Clark Kellogg, Mike Fratello, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our 2K team, this is Kevin Harlan signing off. We'll see you next time.